the first big quarterback domino to fall was, as seemed obvious from the moment the Seahawks traded Geno Smith to the Raiders on Friday, Sam Darnold to the Seahawks. Now, I can't say how I had a pretty good idea this was happening, but I had a pretty good idea this was happening, and I said so on Friday night, and we talked about it on Monday's PFT Live. No way John Schneider, the GM of the Seahawks, lets Smith go without having a viable alternative in place. And you've seen how quickly some of these deals have gotten done, and every once in a while, the people on TV will almost let it slip that the conversations were happening before noon Eastern today, which of course makes it tampering, but it's okay. We all know 99.9% of the time, the NFL doesn't care about tampering. Just every once in a while, they'll hammer somebody, and usually then it's when the evidence is blatant and overwhelming that tampering happened. Last time we saw it was a few years ago with the Dolphins. After multiple years of tampering with Tom Brady and then adding the twist of tampering with Sean Payton, they got hammered. For the most part, this stuff happens, and the NFL isn't going to start trying to go down the rabbit hole because, frankly, there's too many rabbits down there. So, Sam Darnold, I believe, and the Seahawks were talking before this weekend, possibly before the Geno Smith trade was done. And now it's a 3-year, $100.5 million deal, $33.5 million per year. And that just highlights the fact that Geno wanted more than 40. The Seahawks wanted to stay closer to 30. And here they are with Sam Darnold at $33.5 million per year. We'll see what the full structure is. Because remember, when Geno Smith did his contract a couple of years ago in Seattle, it was 3 years, but it was structured as a year-to-year proposition. If the first 2 years are fully guaranteed, then it's not. But the way it worked with Geno's deal, the Seahawks had a window after every season to pull the plug if they wanted to. We'll see what it looks like for Darnold. And it definitely entails risk for both sides. Can Darnold replicate what he did in Minnesota, in Seattle? Can the Seahawks get him to play like he did in Minnesota? Or will it be reversion to what we saw with the Jets? And I think the fact that the Seahawks have had multiple years of experience with a failed former Jets rookie quarterback in Geno Smith, they're comfortable with a failed former Jets rookie quarterback in Sam Darnold, especially since we saw him play at a high level last year, and the Seahawks saw him play at a very high level, Week 16, with that 3-touchdown game, including the 39-yarder that won the game to Justin Jefferson. When Darnold, and I know the stats will say he's not so great when he's under pressure. He was under pressure on that play. He flew up in the pocket, got rid of the ball, and won the game. When you see that happen in your building from a road team, when road teams traditionally have a hard time winning there, although that worm has turned in recent years, when you see it happen in your building, that makes you confident you can replicate that if he's a member of your team. So Darnold was the big one. And most people were expecting he was going to end up in Seattle, but until it was announced, it wasn't official. And it's still not officially official until Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. In theory, Darnold could change his mind. We've seen it happen before. It doesn't happen often. It creates all sorts of issues between agents and teams and coaches and GMs. It's not a good look when it happens, but it's never done until it's done. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.